Hello, people. Can you hear me? Can you hear me talk right now? Alright, cool. Let me just, set up my stuff. My desk is full of crap. Alright, that's enough of that cup noodle thing. Alright. So, this is what I'm currently working on, and it's kind of boring. Let me tell you if you think it's not what you want to watch. I can always play some game if you prefer. So, see the grid. Yes, that's true. I never played Chrono Trigger, but I installed it on the SNES Classic, and I plan to play it someday. So essentially, I'm doing this freaking huge thing. It's taking me forever. So at first the stage looks like this, but then when you get to some point it changes color, and I know it's kind of pink right now, but I will try to tweak the colors later. The idea is to have the flashing and the animations work like this. It's really nothing fancy. I mean, in terms of implementation, it's really just switching between 4 different images. Nothing that an NES can handle. So, yeah. So I'm up to this part. I need to do the background, the spikes, all that stuff. So I just need to remove this thing. Well, if something I do sucks, I expect people to tell me about it. And the music is too loud in my ear. I'm gonna bring that down. If I'm a robot, why? Wow, that's pretty empty, that black thing, so I need to add a few more stars because, yeah, it kind of looks boring. By the way, I can't talk very loud because my wife and daughter are asleep right now. What's that story about Area 51? I didn't really take a look at it. Oops. All right, cool. So essentially here it's adding some, you know, little stars so that it looks less black, empty, and it looks a bit more, you know, interesting. I heard about the Area 51 raid, but I didn't really look at it, you know. I don't know. Sometimes I hear about things and I only check them out when I'm ready to look at that. So I haven't really taken a look at it yet. So this is not, is it exciting? I don't know. I'm just moving tiles around. Well, yeah, I knew about Area 51. I know what it is, but why people want to raid it, and why now? Like, why why now? All right, I think that's enough stars here. I'm gonna put them all these stars. Like, this background's gonna repeat for every frame. I'm gonna remove, unselect that you know, black hole, because it's animated, so it changes to another image on frame 2. So something like that. All right. Is it okay? Yes. Cool. I'm using Photoshop. So Area 51 has Shampoo as hostage, huh? How's that possible? So that's the reason everyone wants to go there all of a sudden. Alright, so what does it look like? Alright, this thing is fine. The stars are there on every frame. By the way, I'm far from being done, so I don't even know if I'll ever finish this, so don't assume yet. But basically, I just like doing this kind of stuff. Like right now, I know like the graphics is a bit boring sometimes. Like right now, it's long, but But all of these little challenges I give myself, I'm just having fun with it. So that's the reason. There's no. It's just because I like doing this. But I thought we learned what's in Area 51 in Independence Day. It's like, was that real? Advice on Mega Man fan art? I don't know, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to go with the exact same style as the official games, or if you want to do something completely different, like your own style. Like me, it's a mix of both, but it depends what you want to do. Oh god, I need to have these arrows the other way around. Now what does this look like? Oh yeah, if you think there's a delay before an answer, is because, you know, there's like every stream there's a delay before I see your message, but by the time I answer your question, it takes a few seconds. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this little arrow so that it's the other way around. Damn it, my throat hurts. Eric, to answer your question, nothing really happened about that game. I kind of stopped doing anything about it, with it. I like this song. I was looking for sound effects, no, not sound effects, but voice clips and music, original stuff, and I just was having a bit of trouble finding anything. So I kind of lost, like, was no longer feeling like doing it, so I stopped. I put the little demo on my website, so people can try it, but basically the music is still the temporary music I had, and yeah. And the idea was like, if people are excited about it, maybe I was gonna do something with it, but not a lot of people seem to be interested, so I kind of stopped. But you know, I might come back to it at some point. Compared with it, I do anything Mega Man related and people go crazy. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Alright, I need to do some... Oh, I'm gonna do the animation of these arrows. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong frame. Oh yeah, never mind, I'm fine. Illuminate What was the question? Upcoming Mega Man fan games I'm excited about. I don't really play a lot of fan games, to be honest. And right now, I'm really not in the mood to play much video games at all. The only thing I'm playing right now is Mega Man 11 and Contra Collection. I still have to do some stuff in Devil May Cry 5, but I'm really not in the mood to play. I'm more in the mood to draw than anything else these days. And I totally put these things in the wrong direction. Thanks for the support, guys, by the way. I appreciate it. Can you hear the music? Is it loud enough? And let me know if you want me to switch to another soundtrack. Shampoo should not be in Mega Man. What do you mean you don't understand Akachan? For those who don't know, makes Shampoo the final boss. I think probably everyone in the chat knows about Shampoo, right? I mean, not the not the air product, but the character. This arrow again. I need to be consistent. Let's just zoom in a bit more. Alright. Let's change music because these tracks are not that good. Creeper Ortega, Shampoo is not, it's not the name of the name of the anime. The anime is Ranma 1/2. And Shampoo is just a character in that anime. Oh crap. No. Not anti-alias. Zero tolerance. There you go. Yeah, the password thing. Or you were talking about the title screen, maybe. This password theme is the best. Well, that's not working. What's going on? Oh, I forgot to... Alright, to merge down. Alright, like this. Shampoo is just the greatest anime character ever made, in my opinion. I think it's gonna get. Let's go get this other arrow because I don't feel like doing it. Where is that layer? Oh, okay. I don't like Shadow Man's themes much. Thank you, Prince Myriad. I know it looks a bit simplistic, but when it's moving, it's pretty cool. I wanted to have this little, the feeling of this, you know, kind of like a training area in like Street Fighter 4, and like they have this training stage where it's just a grid. What am I doing now? Okay, I need to put this in, okay, frame 1. Okay, I need this in frame 4. Like this. I play music from YouTube. Normally I watch other YouTuber content, but since I can't do that because I'm gonna get like flagged, I just play some NES music. Sparkman is one of my favorites. What the hell is going on? Normally I do this work No, Prince Maria, there's no name yet. I'm just working. What was I gonna say? Okay, so now we have... I think I'm done with this thing now. Mega Man 11 has some is sometimes on sale for very cheap if you're looking to buy it. Oh yeah, these days I'm playing Mega Man 11 again. I'm just playing the challenge mode. I'm trying out the balloon rush challenges. Pretty fun actually. But yeah, I have these phases I go through where I don't care about video games, playing video games. I just want to create stuff, draw, and this is one of these phases. I don't really want to play now. Yeah, this stage has some enemies that will flip the gravity. And these arrows are basically to make sure the gravity is reset at that state when you go through. Oh, I already did it. Oops. Yeah, the balloon challenge is quite difficult, but it's fun to learn. Basically, these stages are mostly empty, they don't have enemies, and what you need to do is you need to pop the blue balloons and avoid the red balloons. If you hit a red balloon, you will get a time penalty, and if you leave a blue balloon behind, you also get a time penalty when the balloon goes off screen. So you have to be really careful, because they like to place those red balloons in the worst locations where you always accidentally pop them. And you can use your weapons or just walk into the balloons to pop them. Oh yeah, Needleman, one of my favorites. Mega Man Rock and Roll. I don't think I've played that one. Like I said, I don't really play fan games. The only ones I played are Rock Force, Revolution, and what? I tried a little bit of Super Fighting Robot. And what? Oh yeah, Mega Man Maker, of course. Hello. Midoseito Akage. God, it's hot in here. Alright, so now that we have the annoying arrows animated, I'm gonna do a little animation here inside the wall. So I already have graphics for that, so I'm gonna go get them in another location in this stage. Like I'm gonna have something like this little effect. So, oh yeah, was that what I was talking about? Usually I do this at work on lunch break. But now, because I have some time for streaming, and I knew that you guys wanted to see it, so here I am. Like you see that little grid in the background. Before I didn't have that, and it looked empty. But that with that grid, it looks way more interesting now. That's the thing. You have to mess around with stuff until you're satisfied. It's always nice to try things. All right. So, what now? Now I have to replace the colors. Like, I was doing a shampoo drawing and I stopped for you guys. I stopped to do this. Because I knew that not many people would have showed up to look at me draw shampoo. No, I don't use the NES palette. No, I just use whatever color I want. Because that's what I did for Unlimited. And yeah. So I know that they are not the right colors, but I prefer to do this. Makes it more interesting to me. Oh, I forgot one color. There we go. You're playing on school computers. That's nice. At least that proves that it runs on many different computers. Alright. So what now? I want to do some animations in the background too. So let's pick these black holes and put them. Oh, whoa, 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 no. Talking about role, so it's kind of like it's kind of like me with Shampoo. I wish she would have her own anime for herself instead of being a side character, because I think she's more interesting than most of the characters in the series. So it's kind of the same with role you're saying, right? All right, let me show you something. So someone, Prince Myriad, is asking how many stages are programmed. So let me just show you. Let's just save this. Stop the music and can I show you something here? All right. Oh, my controller is not gonna work. Ah, yeah, my controller doesn't work. I need to use the keyboard. Yay. Oh, the keyboard doesn't work. Okay. Cool. So basically that's what is done right now, what you see here. Steam Man is done, like the stage and the boss and the weapon. Spike Man is done, the stage and the boss and the weapon. Wushu Man is done, the stage, the boss and the weapon. Mantis Man is also done, stage, boss and weapon. Dragon Man is the same too. And WarpMan is, the stage is almost done. The boss is not done yet. And the weapon isn't done yet either. After I'm done with the stage, I'll do the boss. So yeah. Ugh. So yeah, that's basically it. This music is temporary. It's the music used in Mega Man Eternal. It's just because I love the song. Like so far, those songs are all temporary. I'm not gonna use them. Oh. Oh, crap. Sound effect needs work. Oh man. Is that okay? Maybe I should change that. I don't know. There's some bugs. Like the tornadoes sometimes don't affect you for some reason. And maybe some enemies are, maybe there's too many enemies, I don't know. I was careless. Lobster man. All right, let's leave. Steamman. Because I like the little snowflake enemies and Tundraman stage, I might add them to this stage. I don't know. Fun fact, I love submarines and submarine movies. Is pretty tough. I've always liked the snow mechanics in Mega Man 4, so that's why it's here. So this stage is a hot spring. So you have these guys with their towels. Run! I might make them a little bit more difficult. Alright, I'm gonna stop here and gonna keep doing these graphics. So yeah, that's basically the state of things. Only 3 robot masters left. Is it gonna crash? No, it's not crashing. Cool. I don't know, a superhero mode. I don't know yet, but if I make it this far, I'm probably gonna make it normal and hard, and have some enemies only show up on hard. But we'll see. That's a lot of work. We will see what happens. I don't like to make promises because, you know, doing this stuff takes an eternity. And I can't. Alright, like this. Yeah, it's the /man theme. Like I said, the music is temporary, so I just put songs I like. Oh, let's put some music again. Oh yeah, this one. Insta-dit mode is not that bad, because you still have your special weapons, you still have extra lives. Like before releasing it, I tested it, and I was able to beat all 8 robot masters. Every level I usually test them with the Mega Buster only. Most of the time. What do I do now? Who's a fan of Contra? I am. Who is my favorite boss battle in Unlimited? Oh god. That's a tough question. Who's my favorite boss battle? It's one of the 8 robot masters. I mean, it's one of the robot masters, probably. But which one? I really like Comet Woman and Jetman. I've always thought they were quite fun to fight, and I'm really proud of that mechanic with Comet Woman where the little orbs circle around you and they converge on you vertically or horizontally, and you have to slide or jump. I like this idea. I had this idea while I was falling asleep one night, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do," and that's the idea. Yeah, Yo-Yo Man is another one I like. Yo-Yo Man, Comet Woman, and Jetman. One of these guys. The only reason why I didn't say Yo-Yo Man at first is because he's a little bit hard to dodge. Especially in the Omega fights. So, yeah. But yeah, the ones I'm most proud of is what I would say Jetman and Comet Woman. When Jean Simon was done with programming Jetman and I first tried it, I was like, oh god, this is so much fun. I was happy with it. Those are like, if you look at Tankman, Nailman, and Nitro Man, those are all ideas I had when I was a kid. When I was in high school, to be more precise. Well, some of them I wasn't in high school. Some of them I was like before high school. Like Nailman is probably like the second Robot Master I've ever designed in my life. I'm not a big fan of Mega Man Zero. I mean, I like the games, I've played them all, but I'm an X fan, so I'm kind of salty that they focus more on Zero. But they're not bad games. Well, some of them I don't quite like 01, I've replayed it recently and I just don't like that game. Some of the missions, some of the stuff they do in this game are bullshit. Yeah, Command Mission was nice. One thing I don't like about Command Mission is that X has like weird proportions. He looks like he looks like a gorilla or something. He has like long arms. His arms are too long. So here what I'm doing is that I'm putting some background around the vortexes. After that I'm gonna add like little broken parts to make it look more organic. In the Zero series, I liked 04 and 03. It got better as the series progressed. But 01 and some of these missions are bullshit. Like there's a lot of getting hit out of nowhere by enemies you can't predict, falling into pits that you couldn't see. Like enemies really pop up in your face quickly without you being able to react to them. And like stupid escort mission in the desert with the wounded soldiers. I really didn't like that when I replayed it recently. So the level you see right now, I've already played it and tested it. Basically the walls were all white, no graphics, and I'm just playing the stage with enemies in it and everything. And I tweak the placement of enemies and stuff until I'm satisfied, and then I make the graphics. Because otherwise I'll have to redo the animations and everything. There's only one part in this stage which I'm not satisfied with yet, so I'll have to revisit that before I do the graphics. Also, one thing about 01 that I don't like is that all the cool stuff in the game, you can't really use it, otherwise you permanently lower your rank, so what's the point? And like, I know that you don't have to do the rank, you don't have to like get high ranks and stuff to beat the game, but man, have you tried doing those escort missions with an S rank? That's so annoying. I was like trying to get S ranks and stuff, and then the stupid soldier gets hit and start over again. Prince Myriad, yes, I made the Robot Master sprites. I do everything. Well, Jean-Simon and Gabriel did the basic engine and a lot of stuff like back then, but now I'm mostly on my own. And I code the enemies, I code the bosses. I do the graphics. One thing, I'm not gonna do the music because I don't think I'm good enough. The original Unlimited, I didn't program stuff for the most part. For the most part, Gabriel and Jean-Simon did everything. But after the release of the game, I started adding stuff by myself, and I learned how to program more that way, and I kept adding stuff, and yeah, so now I'm using the same engine because I already know how it works, and I just keep adding stuff. There's some little mechanics that I try to like do new stuff, but sometimes it's pretty difficult. So I have to ask for help from programmers around me. Oh, thank you, Prince Myriad. There's no name yet. The game has no name yet. That's the least important thing to me right now. I can figure a name out once I know what the story is and stuff like that. And right now it's called like Mega Man Unlimited 2 Prototype or Mega Man Prototype. And like I said, I don't know if I'll finish it. Anything can happen, so I don't want to promise anything yet. Maybe we can talk about something concrete once like all the robot masters are done, but that's not, it's not over yet. I will look at it. There's a mistake I made. Am I the only one who gets... Am I the only one who gets a bit sad when I hear these ending songs like the one you're hearing right now from Super C? When you finish the game and you hear these happy songs, I get a bit sad because, you know, the game is over. I've seen everything the game has to offer now. It's not over yet. Let's put some more music. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon, guys, so it's 11:30 here. Now let's go with something else. Do you guys know this? You can't kill her all, come on. She's too cute. Who knows this this game that you hear right now? Tiny Toons, yes. I don't know, I've been in the mood for some Tiny Toons lately. What role would look like if she was a fighting robot? I like her looks in EXE, Battle Network. If I will bring Coda back, I've been thinking about that actually. I've been thinking about making her a Mega Man killer, like the Game Boy games, but I haven't done anything about it yet. Animaniacs was good too. Look at what I'm doing here is I'm just making things look more organic, like see, instead of just like the grid stopping for no reason, then it looks like it's been broken or something. Coda is supposed when I came up with the idea for her, it was because we were talking about having like 2-player co-op way back before the engine even existed, and I was like, oh, that would be cool if the other player could be this character that has like a targeting system that would make the shots from player 1 home in on the target, but then we just didn't do it, so I didn't use her. I'm gonna do some more tiles for this type of grid. Like this. Female Proto-Man or a female base. I really like Mega Man 11. It's one of my favorites. I don't understand why people don't like the soundtrack. Because I love it. In fact, let's do something. This. If Roll would be a fighting robot, she wouldn't have, I don't think she should have like a vacuum cleaner or anything. Like, she should have a buster. I didn't really like in Powered Up where she uses a broom to fight. I don't agree that the soundtrack in 11 was lackluster. The thing I don't like about 11 is that it doesn't have enough wily stages. And Mega Man sometimes doesn't respond when you try to jump while turning around. Hey, stars! It's true, but that, you know, 11 doesn't have many playable characters like 10, but to be honest, I didn't really care about the extra playable characters in 10. I didn't find them particularly interesting to play. I prefer that the game has the basic stuff and does it right, than having a bunch of extra stuff that I don't really care about. Like, I like pretty much all the songs in Mega Man 11, and I heard people say like the instruments are limited, but it's the same thing as the 8-bit music. You can't get any more limited than the music in 8-bit. And the composer still managed to make something cool. And I'd rather have one good Wily song than many Wily songs, and none of them being all that good. The Wily Castle 1 in Mega Man 10 was amazing though. Yeah, Eric, I agree. Those are some of my favorites. Tundra Man in particular. Stars everywhere. Yeah, the Trusted Gundam. There should have been a third Wily stage as long as 1 and 2. That would have been perfect. And there should have been a boss after the rematches. Because the first 2 Wily stages are amazing in my opinion. They didn't really need any more changes. It's a shame that then you get to the rematch stage and there's no boss. Final battle is cool though, but you know, it needed at least one more stage. Yellow Devil, I wish they would have made a new boss instead of reusing the Yellow Devil again. It's a cool fight, but come on, you can do so much more than that. Alright, so I've got stars. Let's do a little animation. I did beat Yellow Devil 11 without speed gears. It's the power gears that I use against the Yellow Devil, like to destroy him with bombs. And I like how the first two Wily stages are incredibly difficult if you don't use the weapons. Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that. All right. The last two stage in 11 should be the final stage, and there should be a stage between 2 and that one. Alright, looking good. Oh, not looking good. I made a mistake. I made a stupid mistake. I pasted over my animation from inside the wall. I don't know if you saw, but in the descriptions of the bosses in the gallery in Mega Man 11, if you look at the description of the Wily Stage 2 boss, it says that Wily originally planned to make 2 of them, but because he lacked materials, he only made 1. To me, it sounds like a hint that they ran out of time or something. Spiked walnut. I did actually. There he is. Spiked wall. The red thing is spikes. So yeah. Another mistake. made another mistake. I completely pasted over my animation in the background. So what is that, section 11? So yeah, I completely destroyed this when I pasted the background over it. So I'm just gonna go get it back from other files. There you go, like this. Oh, no, not like this. That didn't work. What I would like to see maybe is to have Roll as a fully featured character, like in like Zero in X4, for example. Okay, now, okay, that, how many times have I didn't work. I hate that Photoshop, like if there's only one layer it won't copy merged. All right, this is what I wanted. And I'm gonna do that in the other section. I'm seeing a mistake in there. And I don't have enough room, so I'm gonna put it Tundraman is probably the best way to make an ice robot master interesting in a long time. Like every ice robot master before has been like, what is he gonna do that's new? But now like they could make all these fancy animations. So making him into a figure skater was brilliant. Actually, this reminds me of Ranma 1/2, because they have an episode where they have like martial arts figure skating. That's pretty intense. They kick and stuff with their skates on, by the way. I made a mistake. Like this. I like the X-Series collection. I'm the wrong person to ask that because I'm pretty biased. I played the hell out of it. I played and beaten the X challenge on hard and normal, so of course I'm gonna tell you to buy it. Depends how much you like the X series. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna show you a little bit what it looks like in the game. Stop the music. Well, with the X collection, you get all the X games, and you get the X challenge mode, which is a mode where you can fight two bosses at the same time, and it's one of the most difficult challenges I've ever played in my life. I'm not kidding. It's really that hard, but it's a lot of fun, in my opinion. Maybe I need to make this galaxy thing a little bit less bright, more dark. The stage select song is the same one that's used in the original Mega Man Unlimited if you play as Zero. It's one of Kevin's song. I can send you a link to it. Whoops, wrong button. Whoa, that's not cool. Did you see? Look at these spikes. I made a mistake there. You can see here this section has no graphics yet. I need to fix that. I need to do that part. This one does have this is one of the new sections that we've been working on tonight. By the way, okay, no, I'm no longer invincible. Right. It's hard playing with the keyboard. So this is the section I was working on, but it's not done yet. I need to save it. I need to save them in different files for the game to be able to use them. And there you go. So, alright, let me just send you a link to the song. Let me just look for it. Alright, that's the one. So yeah, this is the song. I put the link in the chat. So guys, I have to go to bed now. Thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to stream more again, because after all, it's the 6th anniversary of Unlimited, so I'm gonna try to do more streaming in the days ahead. Maybe next time I'm gonna play something, we'll see. So at least I've got a couple sections done and progress. So good night everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.